$T$sign, yeah. Hey, it's your boy Trendsetta, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glare Bastard, man. Gang. Stop playing. West Side.
They don't want smoke. Whoa. Pull up on your block, you don't want smoke. They don't want smoke.
All right, so we got the one and only Trendsetta jumping off the porch with us today.
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling today, bro?
Oh, I'm feeling amazing, man. Atlanta's got some good weather, good chicken, man, good food, man, good fish, good soul food, man. So y'all feeling great, man. Happy to be here, man.
Nah, that's what's good, man. I appreciate you pulling up on us today, too, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So what else you working on while you're in the city then, man? You getting some more promo in, or what else you got doing?
So right now I'm on a media tour run. After this interview, I'm doing another interview with Trash Mag. Trash Mag's another big platform right now that's making a lot of noise, just like you guys out here for the hip hop world. I feel like you guys are the two biggest platforms right now as far as for hip hop.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. And you're from Vegas, right? Like born and raised?
Las Vegas, yeah, born and raised, Las Vegas.
Okay,
yep.
man. So you can give us the real, like what really be going on in Vegas outside of the Strip? Because everyone,
man,
I feel like everyone knows about the Strip, but give us the real.
I feel like people think it's all lights out there in Vegas and stuff like that, but Vegas does have like a little bit of a culture that's growing too as well. Outside of the Strip, I mean, it's a lot of culture with the music scene and stuff. The music scene is still growing. Mm-hmm. We don't have that many artists like Atlanta and other markets and stuff like that, but it is a real big, huge culture and stuff like that. It's not just all lights and just buildings. It's more so desert, man. It's a lot of desert, and it's a dog-eat-dog game. Everybody's out there from different cities and different states, so you're meeting people that someone could be from Hawaii, someone could be from South Carolina, or they might be from New York. So. It's actually pretty dope because you get to meet a lot of different people and connect with different vibes, So Vegas is cool, man.
Yeah. And do the locals, do you guys even be going to the Strip, or is that just like played out?
Man, for me, like as a local, I stay off the Strip just because it's so much more to do outside of the Strip. And you can just have so much fun just at a low cost, just like instead of you just sitting there gambling all night, or you in a strip club just throwing ones all night. It's more than just strip club and just casino life in Vegas.
Okay. And so talk about your upbringing and all that, like in some of your hobbies and everything as a kid too.
Man, so my upbringing as a kid, I was really into basketball. I'm a really huge basketball fan. I wanted to be in the NBA, but time went on. I was throwing a lot of parties at the age of like 15 and 16 at a young age.
Oh shit.
We're talking like actual like concert venues and like actual like me renting out like little banquet halls and stuff like that in Las Vegas. So my upbringing in Vegas was me as a huge party promoter. I used to be a promoter before I was a rapper. I was throwing some of the biggest shows out in Las Vegas. I was the first to bring Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. I was the first to bring YG to Vegas and stuff like that. And Dom Kennedy, but I was doing so many events in Vegas as a promoter, and that's how I really made most of my connections. Just throwing a lot of shows, doing a lot of party promotions. And I think that's what kind of opened doors for me for the music industry to be able to learn as far as marketing and building a lot of connections. Because throwing parties, you're just having more face-to-face interaction and being able to invest in these artists and booking them and bring them out. My last biggest show was with Lil Baby. We gave him I think it was $60,000. Oh shit! And it was an outdoor event and amazing event. And since I'm in Atlanta, just to clear the air, Lil Baby, I never tried to get your chain snatched, at that event. But look, I did a show with Lil Baby, and his chain had fell off his neck and at the show while he was on stage, and he was all rubbing his neck, and people were recording him, made it seem like he had got his chain snatched, stuff like that. And before everything started kicking off, I had ran in the car to go hide in the car and stuff like that before they started shooting up the party and stuff like that, because it did get real rowdy at the end. But Lil Baby had DM'd me the next couple hours, and he was like, yeah, I'm that right nigga to play with, and he was like, I don't know if you were trying to set me up. He was like, but you can get at me. He's like, I'll be at Complex Con the next day in LA, but I don't think he realized I was just the one that just kind of threw the lob as far as getting him booked, and I was just the host and just a regular promoter. Until this day, I think that's a conversation I wouldn't revisit and have with him in person when I do probably blow up. Cause I'm like, hey bro, you remember me, bro? I'm the one that booked you, man. I'm the one that set everything up. But I think Lil Baby, he had just kind of got just misconstrued, who tried to set him up or what the situation was. But it was really just all love. But Lil Baby, we brought him out. I did shows with Mozzie, like another big artist. Gave him his first show on the Strip in Las Vegas and stuff like that. So. That was my upbringing, man. I was a promoter at the age 15 all the way up. I was growing up just being a promoter.
How'd you get into that at first? Like someone give you the game to it, or?
I was a fucking hustler, man. Honestly, like, I would literally find investors and come to them with a proposal and be like, hey, look, you know, I have this artist, I have this venue, let's make some money, hey, let's throw this show. And I was young doing it, so like the whole mission for me was to just bring all my friends together, and we were just trying to have a good time and party and, you know, of course, make connections, see some of our favorite artists perform and stuff like that. So the very, very first show I did was with YG. You know, it was a really pretty big investment. I was just finding investors, you know, of getting people to put the money up for me and stuff like that. Even till this day, you know, just for free game for artists that's watching this. It's not necessarily you having to put up your 9-to-5 money or your dope money or your trap money that you're hustling and stuff like that, or whatever money you're getting. Get out there in the streets, get out there in those casinos, and get out there in the field, and really connect with people and rub shoulders with people, because you never know who will believe in your movement. And you might meet someone that does crypto and he might just want to invest.
I know there's good money in that shit too, man. So,
yeah. And those crypto guys, they get money right now, you know what I mean? The crypto hip hop, you know, we go connected, you know, it's coming together. So yeah, it's pretty dope, you know.
So would you say that's when you jumped off the porch, around 15 then?
I jumped off the porch at the age of 15, yo. I jumped off the porch at the age of 15. That's when I got into the music industry. This is when Twitter was big, and I was just actively just promoting parties on Twitter and stuff like that, putting out flyers. But that's when I jumped off the porch at the age of 15, and I just fell in love with music and just the entertainment industry and just in general, and just making connections.
Okay. And were you rapping at this time too, or when did that come along?
No. So after I was a party promoter, I had the desire to continue to keep putting on for people. You know, I wanted to, you know, keep promoting for others and keep seeing others win and stuff like that. So I started doing artist management. You know, I jumped into doing artist management and stuff like that. I've managed comedians. I've managed, you know, comedians that had millions of followers. I managed artists that were established and stuff like that. I managed some that wasn't established, and I just blew them up by myself. But then over time, I started getting older. I realized like you could put your all into someone or invest your hard-earned money into somebody, but just in this generation, you know, in the day of 2024, you know, just what we're in, it's rare you find people that are just like very, very appreciative and thankful, and you know, they appreciate what you do for them and stuff like that. And even when you're investing into them, you know, some people don't even look at the money, and they don't even say, hey, look, this person's invested money into me, you know, I appreciate this. Some people don't look at it like that no more. So over time, I got tired of doing artist management and just not saying, you know, the people I was dealing with was ungrateful. It's just, you just wanted to kind of focus on yourself and see what you could do for yourself. So I got out of artist management, and then a year later, I started rapping. I started putting together my own tracks. Went viral on TikTok. One of my biggest songs, LaMelo, went viral on TikTok. This basketball player named Steven Jackson. He's like way back in the day. He used to play for San Antonio Spurs. Captain Jack, shout out to my boy Captain Jack. He reached out to me and he had hit me to DM because I was blowing up LaMelo like crazy. I was like, hey, LaMelo, check this video out. And he read my message. He just didn't share it, anything like that. And then LeBron James' son started watching my story, Bronny.
Oh, really?
And then he reposted it. And then in the midst of all that, I was already getting ready to drop this Laker gang anthem because I was a huge Lakers fan, which I still am. And I don't know why, the Lakers were just, they were on fire at the time. And you know, Dennis Schroeder and everybody else, I was connected with him in the DMs too as well. You know, he was replying back to me and shit like that. And I came out with this Laker game video, came out with the LaMelo song video, and from there, Steven Jackson and a few other basketball players started co-signing me. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, well, if the basketball world, the sports world, they're rocking with my music, then I feel like the whole world will, you know? And after that, I came out with this video, this single called With That, and shout out to G Herbo. G Herbo, he co-signed the video and stuff like that, posted it and stuff like that. And once I seen G Herbo was loving that song With That, I just pretty much kept running with it, and came out with a project, 1994. The project was before I was even signed to Empire. I had no deal with Empire or GT Digital. They reached out to me and they said they wanted to sign me when they heard the 1994 project. I had some pretty catchy singles on there called like No Smoke. Trendsetta No Smoke is one of my most catchy singles that's out right now. I think that's when Ghazi and Mr. Goldtoes heard that, you know, Empire, they wanted to sign me and you know, just bring me a part of their team, you know, which is really dope.
Okay. So how's it feel to be part of you know, have the new situation with Empire then?
Oh, just to be honest, you know what I mean? Just because I like to be as honest as possible. I mean, the situation is definitely dope. Being a part of Empire is amazing. Being signed is a blessing, you know? It's a true blessing to be signed. You just want to make sure that you're doing your job too as an artist. I want to make sure I work as extremely 100 times harder as an artist, making sure I'm following up with them as far as my label. You got to make sure you're sending out emails. You got to reach out to the label as well. The label's job is not just them reaching out to you or babysitting you or babying you. The job is for you to put in the effort too as well to make sure that you're putting the music out to them and making sure that the communication is there, because communication is everything. So for me, the experience has been great. It's a cosign, you know. I tell artists all the time, you know, hey, if you get signed with a label, don't think you're just gonna have $1 million, or even if you do a distribution deal like myself, you know, don't think that they're just gonna hand you all this money, or money just gonna fall into your lap or stuff like that. Some things are just a cosign to just kind of just like polish up what you already have going on to make it look even 10 times better. So that's what Empire and GT Digital's been doing. They're just making everything look 10 times better. You know, they're giving me that good cosign that I need to be able to do interviews with people like you and other big platforms as well that's out here in Atlanta. But if you're gonna get signed to any kind of label or have any kind of management deal or any kind of situation, just make sure you're doing your part, you know, and you're putting in 100% effort. And so far the situation's been great, you know, just excited to see where I can go with it for the next couple months.
Yeah. And did you drop a project with them yet?
So no. So I haven't dropped a project with them yet. 1994 was the biggest project I had out. Some of the singles on there like No Smoke, Twerk It. Twerk It just recently released on Worldstar a couple days ago. Shout out to Worldstar for putting it on there. Another big platform that I think that you guys are gonna end up being just as big as Worldstar from years ago. But I haven't dropped a project with Empire because of the fact of the portal that they created for me when I was signing in on their portal. It could have been an issue on my end to where maybe I wasn't doing something right, or just one little tweak on the portal's end when you sign into Empire. If your artwork's not meeting the requirements, or if your track is not meeting the requirements of what Empire wants, they won't upload it. And this is free game for artists. I mean, I know a lot of artists use DistroKid and TuneCore, and you know, I've used DistroKid, I've used TuneCore as well, the United Master, stuff like that. But a lot of those platforms, they just want your money, you know. So when you upload tracks, sometimes those tracks they might not be as clear as day, or sometimes, you know, it might be like a little tweak on the artwork, and they might bypass it just so they can go ahead and just distribute it for you as quickly as possible. But with Empire, they're just a little bit more strict as far as like how they want you submitting things. So how I am, you know, being a city boy from Vegas, you know, and you know, just with the deal kind of being fresh, not more so like bringing any kind of bad business their way, because I did alert them. I let them know like, hey, look, you know, it's not working. I can't upload my project. I'm having trouble trying to put my project through you guys. I'm gonna upload it through DistroKid. We'll revisit it until the next project is ready to go, and I'll be able to drop with you guys. So I haven't dropped a project with them. As far as being signed with them and being part of the label, I mean, they've promoted my recent project, 1994 Deluxe. They're giving me the permission to still put the logos and stuff like that on there. They're still 100% supporting me, but my most upcoming project, which I'm about to drop, my next album, which is Trendsetta Game Volume 1, artwork, everything's already finished for it. Project's already done, songs already ready to go. Probably after when I leave here, I'll probably go submit it. But that'll be their first project that Empire will get. You guys will get a first project here in the next couple of days. Okay. Yeah.
So what's this new project sound like? What type of vibes are you coming with on this one?
Well, man, I'm on some crazy West Coast E40 YG type of vibe. It's really, really, really uppity and just party music. So if you like to party, you like to dance, you like to have a good time, Trendsetta music is gonna be the type of music you wanna listen to. I'm definitely trying to keep that summer type vibe, you know, since it's summertime still. And I just want my fans and my supporters to party. You know, that's what most of my shows are about when I go perform. I've sold out recently in Seattle, Portland. I've done shows in Tucson, sold out there, and they know my stuff word for word, and their main songs that they like is my party songs. You know, they love the Twerk It, they love the No Smoke, and that's what matters. You want to give people something to party to and dance to.
Yeah, talk about that song Twerk It. I saw you had a challenge for that one too.
Yeah. So Twerk It, man, really, that was inspired just by me being just a straight fucking whore and just going to just a bunch of strip clubs. And I was in San Antonio, and you know, the women out there, you know, you got some thick cornfed, nice looking, you know, Texas women, you know, where, you know, they got what you want, you know, they built right, you know, they eat right, you know. Vegas, you might find something, you know, out the country, you know, saying a little foreign, she's bad, but Texas women, man, I mean, I was at a point in my time where I was just on a strip club run, man. It was like a strip club promo run, and I was hitting up all the DJs to play Twerk It, and they were actually showing love, supporting out there in Texas and San Antonio. So then from there, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep pushing this record. I started getting booked, and I got paid for a couple gigs out there in San Antonio, like Diamond Orchard Lounge, and shout out to Diamond's show club, strip club. They let me perform out there in San Antonio. It's one of my first shows out there in San Antonio, and I was performing twerking. That was everyone's favorite song out there in Texas, and from there, it just started blowing up. We did like a challenge with it with a bunch of females, and a lot of women started doing twerking videos and stuff like that, just for social media. So it was really dope, and just the Worldstar aspect too as well. Like I know a lot of artists, they're like, oh, Worldstar's dead or stuff like that, but whether you understand or not, I mean, majority of the music industry, you have to invest into yourself. You can't just sit there and think that you can't put no money behind it. Even some of the biggest artists are putting the money behind Worldstar. Worldstar's not posting nobody for free. Everything is advertisement. You know, when it comes to Sexy Red, the Lottos, every big artist you see that's making noise right now, they're still having to reinvest and fund their marketing, as far as even if it's just a 20 versus 1 video, them talking to 20 guys or them rating somebody, that marketing is getting paid for. So as an artist, man, never be afraid to invest. If it's $1,000, if it's $2,500, if it's $3,500, put your money where your mouth is, and don't be afraid to invest. And with Worldstar, they uploaded my video. They put my video up there. My label submitted it, which is Empire. They put the video out there with them, and yeah, I mean, we were able to put the budget behind it, and it did some numbers, some organic numbers that I was really happy to see. As far as with twerking, just recently, a couple of days, it just dropped on Worldstar, like I was telling you, and yeah, man, I love it.
Nah, that's lit right there, man.
Yeah.
Talk about this Adios song, then we'll talk about the video too. So
yeah.
The song, is this like real life inspiration?
Yeah, real life inspiration. I got some crazy, I ain't gonna say that, you know what I mean, but I got some yeah, I do. I got some crazy people in my life, you know what I mean? I really do. I got some fucking crazy people in my life, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. So sometimes you gotta tell people adios, man. You gotta tell them goodbye, you gotta tell adios. It wasn't directed to, primarily just one person. This is for everybody, anyone that want to bring drama to your life, bullshit to your life, bad energy, just any kind of fucked up shit, man. Just go ahead and bump that adios, man. Turn that adios up real loud, you know what I'm saying? Bump that adios, tell them go, man. You about to go, But adios, yeah, real life inspiration for the song. It really was just about a female I was dealing with at the time, wasting my time. Now I'm adios, bitch, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Shit like that, you know what I mean? Don't got my money for me, don't got no time for me, I got no time, It was just super direct for primarily everybody, Anyone that was to come into my life, don't waste my time. If you do waste my time, man, it's adios. Bitch, I gotta go.
Understood. Yeah, talk about the video, the commitment to it, letting the girl even throw the drink in your face.
Yeah, so the girl, the prop I wanted to kind of give her that, like with the little skit, really, it was more so like, okay, you done. The girl's like, okay, you're done with me. You don't want to talk to me anymore. We arguing. She's giving me all this bad vibes, all this bullshit. So while we're arguing, she tosses the water in my face, and I'm like, all right, you know what, adios, I'm done. Like now that's the last straw, because I don't know, man, if y'all watch this, I'm a Virgo, I don't know, like I do believe in signs, and as a Virgo, I really am a nice guy, like I don't take no bullshit, you know what I mean? Like I ain't no sucker ducker, but at the end of the day, like I'm a nice guy. I might give you, second, third chance, fourth chance, you know what I mean? But it might be that last chance to where I'm like, you know what, like that little last shit you just did right there, like that was it. Like that's what's gonna cut it off. I'm adios, I'm gone. So I think with her throwing the water in my face, that was like me trying to give off the expression to everybody, to my fans, my supporters, when I was watching, with the little skit, like, hey, look, you do something like that, you throw water in my face in the public, in front of everybody, and we downtown Fremont, Las Vegas, where everybody can see, that's the last straw, And women these days, they like to act out, I was in the gas station earlier out in Atlanta, this girl was just screaming at her man in the gas station, and it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I was like, you let her talk to you like that? So, some women, they might be out of pocket, so, you gotta tell them adios.
Yeah, they do like to be vocal, don't they, right?
Yeah, I can be vocal,
So, what's the next single? What's the next video you got planned? Or do you already have something shot ready to go?
So I do have a video that's about to drop soon. That's already unreleased.
Okay.
Like I said, I have a project that's about to drop, Trendsetta Game Volume 1. I'll be honest with you, Trendsetta Game Volume 1 is actually a re-release of something I dropped in the past with TuneCore. TuneCore did a sweep on like everybody's music. I wasn't buying no artificial streams. I know what y'all getting. The niggas was like, nigga, you was buying streams, nigga. Like, no, I wasn't buying no streams. I literally woke up one day, TuneCore sent me an email and they were like, hey, look, we deleted all your music. And all my music was gone off Spotify. I'm a real big Twitter guy. So I go on Twitter, of course, see all the Elon Musk posts, but then I was searching through the search engine. I type in DistroKid. Sometimes I type in TuneCore, United Masters, because that's also a good way to search engine and find different artists to work with and different clients to work with and different people to network with. So I just typed it in on Twitter and I typed in DistroKid and I just seen like multiple artists getting their songs and their music deleted. So I didn't feel alone, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I didn't feel that alone. I'm like, oh, okay, like, little Danny got his song deleted too and his album got deleted too. So it's like, it's not just me, So maybe they were just doing a super sweep, I do send my music out to a lot of playlists. Yeah. I try to stay educated as far as like with the music industry, as far as, innovating what's going on like further, in the future. And I'm just learning that, some Spotify playlists and iTunes playlists, they're not good for your music and they're just not good for your brand. You might add your music to a playlist and the shit might get your shit deleted, just because that Spotify playlist that the person is running they're just nothing but just bots on their shit. So you gotta be really, really careful as an artist when you're putting your music on certain playlists, certain sites. Because your reputation is everything, your image is everything, It's just like sometimes I might take a picture and if it don't look good iPhone quality, I'm not gonna post it on my main page, I'm not gonna post that picture if it don't look good, if it's not presentable, First impression is everything.
Yeah. So going back to the 1994 Deluxe, like talk about, the creative process, the inspiration that went into that project, man.
I mean, after I dropped 1994 and Empire signed me, I was rushing to the studio to try to get the Deluxe out. I was trying to get Deluxe out for him because at that point I was so excited and blessed that Empire took the chance on me. Shout out to Gazi Gotos. I was excited that they took the chance on me and just gave me the opportunity just to work with a label, something that's actually like coming up. Empire is blowing up even more and more and more every day, just as a label itself. So when I dropped that 1994 Deluxe project, it was more so like, you know what? I gave y'all some hits on the first project. Y'all was loving the first one, No Smoke Twerking, on the first project, and I gave them about 13, 14 songs. So I was like, you know what? The next one, I'm gonna make sure I give y'all even more hot shit. I gave them Blicky, I gave them a little different vibe on, on the songs, more like R&B, hip hop-ish. I don't just do just hip hop. Sometimes, I might throw in a little melody on there for the ladies. I might, show a little different side of my voice and shit. But you got to, man. That's what's gonna increase your fan base.
Yeah. Yeah, talk about that song Blicky. I see you got a performance video out for that one right now.
Blicky, it's just a fun ass song. It's a fun song. A lot of people in Las Vegas, they stream that song. They love Blicky. That's like one of my biggest songs that's out there in my hometown in Vegas. And it's just a true story. It's really about my life. It's about shit I'm going through. It's just about my daily movement, how I gotta move as an artist to stay safe. And just really just showing off like who I am as a character. I'm a fun person. I like to dance. I like to vibe while I'm in the studio, while I'm performing, while I'm behind that mic. Even when I'm hitting the studio, I'm never just going in there just with a pen and pad. Every song that you guys seen I've done was a freestyle, even from old music to now present. I've never, ever wrote any of my music. Maybe that's a bad thing, or maybe I do need a writer, I might need to get a writer, I need to get like Drake. But right now, all my songs are freestyles. It's just coming from the mind, the heart, and from there, man, people love it, and that's what matters. My fans, my supporters, they love it, and I love it. That's the number one thing I try to tell people is it's not about what other people like, it's about what you like. Yeah. So if it makes my AirPods, make my ears tingle, and I love my music, then that's what matters, because I got a good taste for music, and I know what good music is. So if I fuck with it, then I know it's good. And cause I got some songs, I'm like, man, this shit's trash. Like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, I don't think all my songs are great, but I do know I got some shit for them. I got some shit.
For sure, man. So what's your thoughts on the music scene in Las Vegas right now?
I feel like Vegas itself, like, we got so much money in the city to where the people that do have money in the city, they just gotta step up. We gotta step up. We gotta do way better as far as our platforms. The fact that I flew all the way out here to Atlanta for Dirty Glove Bastards, and another interview I'm doing with Trash Mag, it says a lot. Because if I want to leave my coast, to come all the way to a whole nother coast, you know, to come check in, you know, with a whole nother coast to do interviews, you know, and stuff like that, then that says a lot, you know. Like I said at the beginning of the interview, even when I walked through the threshold of this door, Atlanta has probably the #1 best platforms right now in America in the music industry, just in general. And it's not because of how you guys are editing the videos, or we're not talking about the little, the font words on the videos, you know, the little, you know, caption words. No, we're not talking about that. It's really about marketing and editing and putting your brand out there the right way. That's important. Yeah, the music scene in Vegas, it's lacking right now. It's lacking as far as talent, platforms. We have enough talent that's good enough, but it's not being exposed. So if the talent's not being exposed, then it's just all lacking, you know, as a whole. So that's it. We have promoters that's just trying to step up, and they're trying to put on for local artists. I'm not gonna mention no names, you know, but I just hope you guys just continue to just help out the local scene in Vegas, because, you know, Atlanta's doing the damn thing. You got Houston, even the smaller markets are coming up, you know, that they're helping their artists, you know. So it's very, very important that the music scene out there grows just to a bigger level, not just a local level, you know.
Yeah. No,
and it starts with the platforms. You need more interview platforms. You need more shows. That's why I think why LA is so great, because they're building their platforms, and it's always actively shows out there for the artists.
Yeah.
And then they got like 20, 30 people that's on. Like, I'm the only artist that's on right now in Vegas. Maybe, you know, another one, you know, Dizzy Wright, you know. You know, I don't fuck with him, you know, but, you know, I've put him on in the past as a promoter. I gave him some of his best shows, you know, opening up for YG and stuff like that. But there's no other big artist right now that's doing it as high as the scale I am. As far as the level I'm doing it, you know, I see nobody else.
Yeah. Do you be going out to LA to network and all that then too?
It depends. I mean, LA is not all just dangerous, you know, but you got to check in LA. You know, I do have a lot of street ties in LA. You know what I mean? I'm not just some little nigga out here rapping. You know, just trying to put some bars together. Just like, you know, I'm pretty tied in with like a lot of people out there in LA. Me and YG's little brother, like, we're like, you know, tapped in with like this, like blood little brother, and that's off of just me just in the past interning for 400 and Push's Inc. and stuff like that, and his label, and giving YG some of his best shows in Vegas and shit like that. I've done multiple shows with YG in Vegas, and ultimately that is my favorite rapper, you know. So when I go to LA, you know, how I vision it, when, you know, rest in peace, when Nipsey Hussle was alive, LA was way more popping, you know. LA's culture, the community, it was just a lot more to do. It's getting back there now because of Kendrick Lamar, and, you know, shout out to Drake. Thank you, Drake, for, you know, bringing the Crips and the Bloods back together. Now I don't got no beef with some of the Crips out there. You know, everybody, you know, squashing shit now. You know, everybody want to show love and shit. You know, that's cool. You feel me? So shout out to Kendrick. You know, Kendrick is definitely uniting a lot of Crips and Bloods together in LA. To where, you know, yeah, I do want to go out there. That's probably my next, you know, pit stop, you know, probably in the next couple weeks, you know, just to go network out there and stuff. But LA is a check-in city, you know. A lot of rappers don't make it out of LA. You know, that's why you see a lot of them go there and they die, you know, because sometimes, you know, you do have to check in with the right people. You can't just go out there and flaunt and, you know, have a certain type of status, and then you ain't checking with the people that have status out there. You know, it's just, sometimes it is cool to check in, you know, but sometimes it's not, you know. There's some cities that I go to, there's some places I go to where I'm like, I'm not checking in with nobody. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Atlanta, I just checked in with Dirty Glove Bastards. That is Atlanta. They run Atlanta. You know what I mean? I checked in with 2 Chainz. That's Atlanta. Like, you know what I mean? So there's some people I'm not checking in with just because it's like, you know, I already checked in with your people, you know? I was in Houston recently, and they wanted me to check in with Jay Prince so bad, you know, and I wasn't checking in with nobody, you know? It's not. I actually have a song called that Trendsetta, Is You Bout It, off the, you know, 4 O'Clock EP. It's a straight banger, Is You Bout It. You know, it's not checking in. That's what I'm rapping about in that song. It's just not checking in with nobody.
Okay. And you got your own clothing brand too, right? Trendsetta clothing.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Like, I actually wanted to bring you guys some merch too. You know what I mean? And then y'all can edit this part out. But I wanted to bring you guys some merch too, because my brand just relaunched last week. I just relaunched my brand, my Trendsetta clothing brand. That got inspired by just working with other brands. A lot of the stuff that you see I wear, I haven't spent like a dime on clothes this year. Probably today I did, you know, Atlanta, y'all got me. You know, Atlanta got me this year, you know, but I other than today, I haven't spent no money on no clothes. because I do get a lot of people that ship me clothes. I got a lot of brands, a lot of streetwear brands that ship me clothes. But I feel like a lot of these brands, that they're so caught up in like doing like the, you know, the sweatpants and the hoodie type of thing, you know, which is dope. I love it, you know what I mean? Like I love the jumpsuit shit, you know, it matches, it looks good on camera, it's the rapper style. But when it gets hot, get some shorts, y'all. Like for the brands, send me some shorts. Stop sending me hot ass shit, you know, I can't wear no hoodie in Vegas. It's hot in Vegas, nigga.
Bro, wasn't it just like 120 out there for like a week straight?
To the point where I had to sit in the fucking house because it's that hot, like it's hot. But I'm a jersey guy too, so I wear a lot of jerseys and stuff while I'm in Vegas. Cause you gotta have your arms out in Vegas, it's hot.
No, I feel that. What else you working on right now? What else coming up for you?
So biggest thing that I'm working on that's coming up is a tour. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a tour coming up. We haven't finalized the tour, but just to give my fans and my supporters some cities that you do know that's confirmed, that I'm 100% hitting. Kansas City, I will be out there. I will be in Phoenix as well. That's in October. So yeah, that's just a little taste. You know, Kansas City and Phoenix, those are just 2 dates that's for sure confirmed. You know, deposits was sent to me. You know, they done took care of me. I'll be on tour for those 2 dates. So
Okay.
for so far, but there will be more dates added before I even release a flyer. Online ticket link for y'all to order tickets and stuff like that. But we will have a tour to kick off for September, October, and yeah, my birthday's September 13th, so I'm trying to have my tour kick off around that time and just be on the road just to finish off this 4th quarter of this year. For all my independent artists, for anyone that's tuning in to Dirty Glove Bash right now, always remember, y'all, always remember, 4th quarter is an important quarter, man. That's the most important quarter in the music industry. 4th quarter is where you want to go as hard as you can because next year's coming. This year is almost over.
Real shit, yeah. Go ahead and
Get up
plug,
off your ass, nigga.
go ahead and plug your social media so everyone know where to follow you at too.
Man, Elon Musk. Hopefully you keep getting Twitter back cracking, cause I've been trying to get back on your app and help you out and stuff like that. You know, I did see a significant amount of increase in clients. You know, that you've been having paying me and stuff for features and promo. I met me a dope manager on there. Shout out to my manager Josh J. He's the one that actually invested into everything I've been doing recently. My new management just locked in a couple days ago, so shout out to him. You know, he's actually a part of the crypto, Crybaby Brett movement, Sage movement, Quit movement. Quit's a dope movement they got going on. Just quit complaining. Crypto got a movement that they got, you know, that my manager has. You know, he just doesn't want nobody complaining. Quit making excuses. Quit doing wrong, bad things to people. And I'm a part of that movement now, so shout out to them. But yeah, twitter.com/DRTHESETTA, DR the Setta. It'll never change. Elon Musk, please stop charging for blue checks. I'm never gonna buy one. I'm not verified on there. Now on Instagram, it's a real one. It's a real blue check on there. It's an authentic blue check. You know, we don't make monthly payments, artists. Do not pay for no blue check. Instagram.com/Trendsetta Lifestyle, TRENDSETTA LIFESTYLE. Run me up. $T sign. Yeah.
You on TikTok or anything too?
TikTok, same thing. Trendsetta Lifestyle.
Okay.
Same thing as my Instagram. I gotta get my TikTok numbers up. You know, for me to get on there and get the dancing and stuff like that. I'm about to be 30 years old. You know what I mean? So I had to look at it in a different atmosphere. Like damn, like TikTok is not just that. I've been posting my videos on there a lot. I actually broke like 4,000, 5,000 views organically on one of my TikTok videos, which is pretty dope. I thought TikTok is a really dope platform. It's just, I feel like I'm still growing as an artist, trying to stay consistently on there. It's not being like lazy or like that. It's just still learning the app. But Instagram is probably my number one app that I'm on all the time. So yeah, that's my baby. Like that's Instagram, my baby.
Bet.
Yeah.
And you got any more shout outs you want to give before you wrap it up here, bro?
Honestly, not. Like I said, shout out to, of course, the label, GT, Digital Distribution, Empire. But the main shout out, man, is just really for Dirty Glove Bastards for doing this for independent artists. Y'all giving independent artists opportunity to fucking shine. That's what the shout out's gonna always go to. It should always be that for any artist that step on these stairs. For y'all to give artists this platform, and someone like myself flying all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, 2,000 miles. I mean, you got to look at it like it's a beautiful thing for hip hop. It's a beautiful thing for the culture. I am gonna be fairly a really, really big artist. Hopefully, we'll revisit this conversation. Like, man, I remember you said, on the interview you're gonna be a real big artist, and I'll be at the BET Hip Hop Awards or, you know, Double XL, you know, y'all finally wake up and, you know, y'all watch my story some more and, you know, you put me on the next cover, you know, but shout out to y'all, man. That's the main shout out. Shout out to everybody, you know, all the labels that is watching me, you know, keep an eye on me and stuff like that. That's why the main reason why I'm here. I'm going hard for a reason, you know. This isn't just like a clout thing or just trying to look good or look cute for the cameras, man. We really do this music shit. I really eat, breathe, and sleep my music, my business. You know, sometimes we're not even partying on the weekend, independent artists. You know, we taking the time to focus on our craft, and that's just what I'm on.
All right,
Yep.
cool.
Gang.
They don't want smoke. Whoa, pull up on your block, you don't want smoke. They don't want smoke. Whoa.